Adela translates the alchemist journal for you. It has 3 puzzles. The first puzzle is this one. So, born in fire, I'm left cold, I'm wounded by iron and blade, but never bleed. This refers to the suit of armor. So we're going to the museum at nighttime. The suit of armor is very fancy and lights up in the moonlight.
I shouldn't touch museum displays, but for this, I'll make an exception. I've got to be
See how the moonlight goes along the suit of armor? We'll see it again in just a moment. See, it's going up and down and around. You want to pose it correctly so it's a straight line. So you're going to click on the 2 elbows twice, the 2 shoulders once, and then the head twice, like this. Elbow twice, then this elbow twice. Both shoulders get moved once, so the right shoulder and the left shoulder. And now you'll notice the line, the light is moving in a straight line. We finished by moving the head twice.
Aha! I knew it.
Once you get all the pieces in place, that's going to give us a new thing we can open up. This one here.
Of the missing pages from the journal.
Hooray! It's one of the missing journal pages. Okay, let's move on to the next puzzle in the journal, which is going to be born of fire, maybe? No. It's not on this page. Brothers of the sun, though made for darkness, and that refers to candles. Fire makes us cry, so you want the correct letters. First, let me escape the museum. I don't need to be in haunted tour mode right now. But I do need to go upstairs over here. The candles are going to be in this spot here. And the big clue is going to be over here. The word for copper is right here. It says cuprum, copper coin. And we found the copper coin in the alchemy lab. So I'm going to start the puzzle by putting the copper coin here. That's also the symbol for copper written on top of it. It's just another clue that we need to spell out copper.
That can help me figure.
This is the amateur sleuth solution. You need to press all of those candles in any order. It doesn't matter what order you press them in. Just press every single one once. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Got one.
What I did was highlight the correct letters to spell out the word cuprum. So there's a C, there's a U, there's a P, there's an R, a U, and an M.
Another missing page.
Here is the master sleuth solution. Again, it doesn't matter what order you press the candles in, just press each of those candles once. And here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7.
Got one.
The difference between amateur sleuth and master sleuth for this puzzle is that they added a letter D here and a letter D there. So it's a little bit tougher to get the letters that you're aiming for, because there are more letters on the board that you need to avoid. The final riddle in the Alchemist Journal is too complicated for Nancy to solve on her own. She needs to get help from the barista. So ask the barista what she thinks by saying, "I need a hint," and then telling her the riddle.
Could you explain this one?
I suppose you could try the astronomical clock model here in the cafe.
She says it's about the clock model in the cafe. Once Nancy hears that, she can mess around with the model and solve the puzzle. So the goal of the puzzle is to get the clock set to the time and date that the king was crowned, which was November 1st, 1575, at 6 a.m. in the morning. Let's start with the date, because I think that's easier than the time. This book shows a different picture for every single month. November is a picture of someone cutting down an oak. That is the picture that we will see on the clock. Let's go to the clock now. So we want to set it to November by clicking this statue twice. 1, 2. There's the picture of somebody cutting down an oak. That's the November. Now we need to set it to November 1st by clicking this statue on the far right. We're going to click it several times. Just once more. And now it's November 1st. Now we get this puzzle, and this is pretty tricky. Let's see. So this puzzle, we want to move the pieces around so they match these grooves on in between the rings. So I'm going to move this one down here, and you see it's touching that little groove there. Move this ring around like that. And now it's touching this groove here. Next is this one. It's touching that groove here and that groove there. Gonna move this up so it's touching that groove, and it's just all an interconnected line. On the right-hand side, I'm gonna move it like this so it's touching that groove, and then down like this. Solving that puzzle opens up this little door. On Master Sleuth mode, it's a pretty difficult puzzle because we don't have those little grooves showing us what we're supposed to do. This is going to be the left-hand one. And no, that's not correct, because even though it matches there, it doesn't match up there. So I'm going to have to keep moving it. No, that's not correct. Alright, let's keep going. And there we go. So now this groove matches, and that groove matches. Perfect. So next we're gonna do this here. The groove matches. And then here the groove matches there, up top and on bottom. That's nice. Ah, it doesn't match here, so you know that one is not correct. It does match here. This one matches perfectly. Great. So let me align it perfectly. Good. And then finally, we're going to get the one on the far right. So it's going to look like that. Okay. So, again, that just opens up this little keyhole. Now, to solve the second part of the puzzle, we are going to have to get some help from Nancy's boyfriend, Ned. We ask him for help, and he gives us all sorts of information about the time on the clock. Ned is very prepared here. So we've got 2 different dials and a zodiac ring. Well, that's complicated. And then the zodiac symbols are these. We know the coronation is November 1st at 6 o'clock, so it's going to be this one, Scorpio. Scorpio's the one that we are going to want. So, let's go. We are going to want to set it to 6 o'clock, so it's 6 o'clock here, and it's to 12 on the outer ring, if that makes sense. So we are going to grab the handle, the hand. Let's see, can I grab it? Where is it? There are 2 hands to this clock. Here it is. Okay, I'm gonna grab this hand with the little star on it. Oh, come on, let me grab that. Okay, never mind then. I'm just going to set the big hand here, this big one. I'm gonna set it to the 6 and 12. Then I'm gonna grab the big circle thing, and I'm just gonna rotate it. Row, 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 row your boat. Row, 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 row. Like that. I think I solved that one a bit too quickly for people to see. So here's a picture of the solution. So the one hand is going up here to the 22. The other hand is on the 6 and the 12 here, because that's the time of the coronation, and because it's happening during Scorpio, it's going through the Scorpio thing of the ring. So that's what you want to set the upper clock to. When you solve that, you get the key, and this thing opens up too. So now you can open up both of them with the key.
Looks like I've got them all.
That gives you the final set of schematics for the 7 keys. Hooray!